Have you noticed recently you've been duffing your golf shots? You struggle to get that face square at impact. Can you feel yourself start to sway either side? No rotation in the golf swing, just right hip back, left hip forward. Well, in today's video, I'm going to be showing you the hack you need to stop this from happening for good. So let's get straight into it. There's always a reason to why something happens in a golf swing, and when it comes to swaying, there's one in particular. So golfers who have the tendency to sway struggle to rotate properly in the backswing, and what tends to happen is they get very steep, their right hip moves away, trying to put more pressure on this right heel here. If they don't do this, they're not going to be able to hit the ball very far. They try and add loads of pressure into this heel to make sure they can actually hit the ball some distance, and then they have to give themselves enough time to lean back into the ball and sway ahead, moving towards the target, and that leads to very inconsistent golf shots. The duffs, non-squared impacts, open, closed, you name it. So what I want you to try and feel like is that you're making sure you're giving yourself plenty of room away from the golf ball. So a lot of people tend to stand too close when they sway, and a lot of their pressure as they make the backswing and downswing is more on the heels. You're going a little bit further away from the ball, at least a good inch, and you're also going to feel like that the weight is going to be planted directly in the middle of both of your feet. We want to get our back facing towards the target at the top of the backswing, but we want to make sure that throughout our golf swing, the pressure is right in the middle of both of these feet. If it's on the heels, it means we're swaying. If it's on the toes, well, I can do that and rotate. However, I tend to fall over, and you will too. So it's important that when doing this, we feel like as we're rotating back, trying to get that back more towards the target, the pressure's more in the middle of the feet. So I want you to take an iron like this here. You're going to place it down on the ground like so, as long as you're comfortable doing this. I'm not, but it's important for me to show you why. And I want you to stand on that iron, making sure that the middle of both your feet are on the shaft. Don't want to be on the grip because that'll wreck it, or the club head. Yeah, don't do that. Hands across your shoulders. You've probably seen this in a few of my videos, and I want you to try and feel like that you are getting your back facing towards the target, and if you do slip like I did there, that's okay. As long as you're feeling like that all the pressure's still in the middle of the feet, and this club's here just to help us get that. We'll feel if our pressure's going in our toes, we're going to lean forward a lot and probably fall over. If we start swaying, the pressure's going to fall into our heels like this here, and you can see if I look on that camera there, the pressure's in my heels here. You can see my toes are up. It's easy for me to sway doing this. But if I keep them planted and think back to target, it's very difficult for me to actually sway in the golf swing. This is a key tip I want you to remember, because you could do this but still have the sternum moving and shifting away. So I don't want you to think keep your head still, because that doesn't work. Your head's attached to your spine, and if your spine's moving this way, the head's going to move as well. The head never moves, it's the body that moves. So I want you to feel like this sternum is going to stay more over the golf ball. See, I'm not staying over it this way, I'm making sure that I am more over this way. So if I was to draw a line from this camera here going straight down, as I make my turn into my backswing, still feeling like that back's facing towards the target, pressure in the middle of my feet, you can see there that I stay on the line. I'm the same on the way through, so you're going to go back this way and then think chest to target, staying over that ball like so. Rather than shifting forward, we want to be rotating back and then bringing that chest through to target, still feeling like the pressure is in the middle of our feet, until this heel comes up, of course. So I've got my iron back. Oh, now it's a bit dirty. Oh, I did step on the grip a little bit. That's just great, isn't it? So be careful when you're doing this. Make sure you try it at a driving range, not in any sort of muddy conditions like I am in here. Now you've got the club in your hands, try and imagine another club, the same as the one you were using, is right in the middle of both your feet. So as you make your backswing now, trying to eliminate this swaying action, my head's over the ball there, and I'm going to swing through, feeling the exact same thing. This will allow me to square the face up more at impact. This will reduce the amount of times I fat the golf ball, because I rotate, I'm creating a shallower angle of attack as opposed to a steeper angle of attack. Therefore, we should be hitting much better golf shots. As I said before, this is the hack. Absolutely pure, plenty of height, lots of distance, You could see there that the club face was more square at impact because it went down my target line. Easy as that. Go ahead and give us a try. Let me know how you get on by commenting down below, and we'll like to check this video out over here for more golf tips.